What is up, everybody? It's your boy Caleb Nash Feemster, aka YouTube's #1 dad. Thank you so much. Already over 1,000 subscribers in one day. Guys, thank you so much for the ridiculous amount of love and support we've been getting. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Caleb Nash Feemster.
All right, I know, like typical documentary style interviews, like it's not the person asking the question, so just act like it's not me and be 100% real. Like if you're like, look, I did not like Caleb at first, and be real about it. Like don't hide anything. Cool?
I did not like Caleb at first.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Let's try it. Let's try it one time. I did not like Caleb at first. Thought he was kind of weird. I don't know why he was hanging out with Josh. So yeah, the first time me and Caleb, we actually like worked together. We did like a few YouTube videos with Josh. Oh, actually we did a video I dunked on him, and it went like, it had like a lot of numbers, and so we collabed and he did a few posts with me, like when people have nightmares about getting dunked on and stuff like that. So we had a few posts that were like good, and then we started to collab a lot more. We ended up working with Josh and Jenna, and then we ended up like forming like this whole group.
First time I met Caleb, we were going to a park just to film some like Instagram trick shots. It was when I was living in Texas, and both Austin Mills and Caleb and I had been talking separately about filming together. And so I only had a couple days in LA, so I just had both of them meet me at the same park at the same time, and we filmed some trick shots together. It was clear that both of them were very good at trick shots. It was probably Caleb's best day of shooting trick shots, so I've been pretty disappointed since then, but he made a bunch of crazy shots like first try. I was like, oh wow, he's really good. So Cassie got offered a part-time job at Pepperdine, not even part-time, it was supposed to be temporary. It was supposed to be a temporary thing where we were gonna come to live in California for like a month while she helped with this emergency at Pepperdine, and then we're gonna go back to Texas. So Cassie at the time was my full-time YouTube partner. This was after Jake had left the channel, and it was just me and Cassie, and then all of a sudden Cassie had this full-time job, and I was in LA and I knew some people, but I was trying to keep the channel going and had kind of known Caleb, but not super well. Also during this time when we were starting to film together, Caleb had just gone through a breakup of a long-term relationship, and he was upset, not in the best mindset, and I just kind of told him, come film. Like he was not wanting to do anything, and I was able to kind of get him out of the house, get it off his mind just by filming our silly videos, and I think it was kind of something to help him get through that time.
First time I met Caleb was at a park in West Hollywood. I think we met through Josh Horton, probably one of the worst days of my life. He's kind of funny, I'll give him that, like a little funny. We create a lot of good content together. Podcast coming out soon.
I had a dream as a kid. Now, my dream may surprise you, but I actually wanted to be a child star. And after starring in a couple movies, I wanted to play in the NBA. I worked towards both of those things. Basketball just came more naturally, and I fell in love with the process of being the best I could be. A lot of it came from the fact that I wanted to prove something to myself, that I could do it, that I was good enough. In high school, I did pretty much everything you could do. All district, all state, national team, state championships, game winners, MVP, yada, yada, yada. Went on, played in college, #1 team in the country, led the countries in threes and double-doubles my junior year. Eventually, moving on to pursue pro ball. In my pursuits, I blew my back out, again, for the third and final time. That was it. I was done. Just like that, all the hard work, gone. Yeah, so after my back injury, I just did not know what to do with my life. I started coaching middle school basketball, substitute teaching, and around the time my buddy got in a Nike commercial and told me how much they paid him. And I was like, well, shoot, put me in a Nike commercial. Let me see if I can make some of that money. And just going through the process of trying to do that, I remembered how much I loved acting and auditions and acting classes and all that stuff. It reawoke something in me that was there when I was a kid. After doing like auditions for commercials and stuff like that and a couple movies, my agent was like, hey, if you're gonna take this acting thing seriously, you should move to LA. And 8-10 months later, I packed up my car and moved to Los Angeles. So.
The most memorable thing we've done on social media. We were at this park and we created, everyone like made a shot or like an alley-oop or a three-pointer. And then I remember, okay, this is a funny day because I remember everyone like had their assignment. So we had this guy named Smooth who was a really good basketball artist as far as spinning the ball and things like that. So he did like a crazy pass to Josh. Josh makes a shot, Jenna makes a shot, AJ Ramsa makes a shot. We threw the ball to Trick Shot Cop. He throws it back to Mia, who was in our group as well. She throws me an alley-oop. I jump over Caleb, dunk the ball. And Caleb, I remember, was real salty that day because he really didn't have an assignment. So at the end, we make the whole thing happen. I make the slam dunk. Everyone's celebrating. Caleb grabs the ball. And he's like, bonus shot, anyone?
Oh, bonus shot?
Even though I knew Caleb was salty at the beginning, he did not like say anything. I knew how he was feeling, but I'm like, he didn't say anything, man. And the fact that he didn't say anything and didn't probably show that side, I think is what made that shot go in. And
Caleb and I filmed a lot of videos together. It's hard to think of my favorite video. Like we were flown to the Final Four for a brand deal and we met Streeter for the first time. That was really fun until Caleb also got a modeling booking that day and it was for an underwear company, so I had to take pictures of Caleb in underwear, so that was kind of the down part of that. You know, that wasn't so good. Never mind, that trip sucked. Yeah,
so we went to Vegas. I invited Caleb out to do an event with me. And during the time he was going through a lot with his YouTube channel and maybe other things going on in life. Yeah, I knew like his energy wasn't where it usually is, but you know, he was definitely like a team player during his time because he knew it was like bigger. It was something else going on. Like we had an event and so he wanted to be there and be supportive. But at the same time, I knew he had a lot of things going through his mind.
I mean, yeah, but I think everyone has those moments. But yeah, I think especially moving from somewhere else, moving to LA, it's tough when you're not home, you're away from your family.
Yeah, I remember when the video, like when he dropped the video, it kind of like, oh man, it hit me like, man, I didn't know it was that deep. Caleb has a really hard time with hiding information, like if something's going on with him. So especially when you know someone, you're friends with someone, you can see their energy. As far as even if he's trying to hide it, there are still things that spark the emotion behind it. And I remember we ended up having a conversation at the airport about like, you know, what's next, because we were talking prior to him dropping that video as far as maybe he's going to give YouTube a break. And
my channel started to kind of take off and videos were averaging, you know, 50, 60, 70,000 views per video. Some videos were doing 200,000, 100,000. And Josh's channel was doing great. And we just hit this stride of like, man, this is going to be it. I'm gonna hit 100K in no time. The Caruso video took off in December 2019, January 2020. Channel started doing even better. February gained like 6,000 subs. March gained 18,000 subs. My YouTube is taking off. I'm still working another side gig. I'm still modeling. Acting's doing well. I was getting auditions for movies and TV shows, and my modeling career, I remember the month between February and March. I was only home for like 2 weeks out of those 2 months because I was in New York for modeling. I was in Minneapolis. I was in New York again, Chicago, London, Florida. Like I was all over the place. And then
China has identified the cause of the mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
There are fears a rapidly spreading virus has reached Australia.
This is a rapidly emerging situation.
Originally, we thought COVID, selfishly, quarantine was going to be great for us because kids were home. wanted to watch YouTube, so we stepped up our content. Like literally we're posting more. And for the first like 2 weeks, that's how it was. And then something happened in the algorithm where all creators, not just us, but like majority of creators across the platform were losing views, losing subs, losing money. And my other jobs, all of a sudden, gone. I would say 90% of my income was cut because of COVID. And was not a good time. And I think that was the start of my channel going downhill. Channel stopped doing as many views, channel stopped growing as fast, and we're 2 years past it and I still feel the aftershock of quarantine and of COVID-19.
COVID was a great period of time to learn more about ourselves as far as, what can we do to be better? And when COVID ends or the pandemic ends, that we're gonna come out better people than we were when we went in. So it was great to have those guys around and help build those great relationships with.
Luckily, he was able to figure it out. I think now he's very happy. A lot of things are going for him, and I'm happy for him.
Luckily, I have incredible friends around me who encourage me not to quit, who encourage me to take a break, which I encourage everybody to do at some point. Working hard doesn't mean you're being productive. And I had to learn that lesson because all through COVID, all through quarantine, all through depression, I just thought if I just work harder, it'll go away. It's not the case. I was just keeping myself and my mind busy, and I wasn't giving my mind time to comprehend and heal. I've come to the conclusion that I need to stop worrying about the people not watching, stop worrying about the people YouTube's not showing my videos to, and worry about the people who are watching, who are loyal and faithful and comment and show me love and see me out in public and ask for photos and audio. Like, I needed to fall back in love with creating. And it took me a while, but I eventually did. Now, do I love everything I create? Not necessarily. Do I love having to do trick shot horse or trick shot something in order for video to do well? I don't. I don't want to just be known for basketball and just be known for trick shots. I moved here for acting. I want to create. I want to inspire. I want to entertain. So I wanted to be able to do whatever I want to do and it do well. And I know 100K is not like the end goal, but it is a big milestone for me. I during COVID, 100K by May, 100K by Christmas Day, and then another 100K by May. Like I've tried to get 100K for the longest time, but I just want to let y'all know I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who have subscribed, for each and every one of you creators who have been in my corner and helped me do videos. Josh, Austin, Chris, Team RAR, Dobrik and Scotty and Vlog Squad, like everybody who, and all the professional dunkers, like I can't even name everybody. There's been so many people who have helped me in this journey, not just make videos, but encouraging me. It's been such a good, incredible journey. Like I've been able to travel the freaking country because of my YouTube channel. The opportunities that YouTube has brought to me has been so mind-boggling, I can't even begin to comprehend it. Huge special shout out to Josh, huge special shout out to Chris, huge shout out to Austin, like literally 3 brothers of mine I would take a bullet for, maybe not Austin, but I love each and every one of you. I love the 3 of you who were in this video for me. I love that I have a brotherhood. I love that I have companions like y'all. I love that I'm able to do what I can do with 3 of my best friends. And last, but certainly not least, I have a huge, one of the most important shout outs and thank you to Connor. Connor, bro, you work so incredibly hard. You're so frustrating sometimes because you won't answer your freaking phone. But dude, I couldn't have done what I've done without you, and I appreciate you more than you know. I think that you are incredibly talented at editing, and I think you have a very bright future ahead of you. And I think you should move to Los Angeles and move in with me and be my full-time editor and videographer. That's just me. So Connor, bro, thank you so much. I know you'll see this at the very end. Keep this in. Don't take this out. You're the man, and I appreciate you. 100,000, man. 100,000. I don't know what you plan on doing with your life. I don't know if you even know yet. But what I do know is if you have a dream, just do it, pursue it. Because even if that dream doesn't pan out, it'll lead to the thing that does. Basketball was my dream. Entertaining people daily, that's my reality.